Hey y'all, welcome to the 33rd episode of the Yarn This podcast. I'm Shama, Jessie's Girl 84 on Ravelry, Instagram, and Twitter. You can find my Yarn This groups on Ravelry and Facebook. If this is your first time watching, thanks for giving me a shot. If you're one of my returning yarnies, thanks so much for coming back. Today is Thursday, March 21st, 2019. A lot has happened since I last recorded, and we're going to talk about as much of it as I can think. But you're here for the knitting, so let's get right to it. Puppy love, my works in progress. I actually had something on my list that I finished, so I'm going to skip that and come back to it. I told y'all last time that I was going to start the Gnome Mystery Knit Along by Imagine Landscapes. It's called the Gnome, G-N-O-M-E, de Plume Mystery Knit Along. She gave you some ideas of colors of yarn to use. And I went into my bag for the yarns for my scrappy blanket. And let me grab it. Some of them I don't have anything on. I don't know what they are, but some of them I do. So I'll show you what I'm using, what I'm doing. Some of these I know I should know, but I just can't think. If I would look back at my projects, I'd probably remember what I knit out of these yarns. Excuse me. Okay, so the first thing you're knitting is the beard. And I decided to use this. And I should know what it is, but I don't remember. Anyway, I haven't gotten very far. I think she released the third clue yesterday, and I'm not quite halfway through with this, but I had a project I wanted to finish. So I'll get back to this probably in just a little bit today. Oh, I'm all tangled up. Sorry, just a sec. Well, it doesn't matter. Here's the beginning of the beard. I'm on row 15, and I think there are like 39 episodes, 39 rounds for this first clue. So I'm almost halfway. So anyway, we'll see. This is a girl gnome, so I decided to make her beard pink. Now, I have pulled out several colors. I do know that I'm going to use this for the next clue. This I do know. This is the Hermione colorway by Brazen Stitchery. It's their Paparazzi sock, which is 75 superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% stellina. I can't talk, as usual. You can't really see the sparkle for some reason. There you go. See a little bit of it. It's pretty sparkly. And as I said, this is the Hermione colorway. So I'm really excited about this because I love gnomes. And I actually haven't knit any of her gnomes before, but one of my friends did. Collie and Stitch Girl Erin. And so I decided to knit this, and she might be knitting this with me. I'm not sure. We haven't talked about it, but that was the plan. There is one other yarn I know, or maybe two. She did say she thought green would be good for one of the clues. So I pulled this out. Now this is Kim's, I believe. It's a beautiful green, and I think I knit some St. Patrick's Day socks out of this. And then for the skin, I decided to use this. And I think this might have been from my son Kelby's Dragon Ball Z socks that I knit a while back. So this is going to be my Gnome Mystery Knit Along. And hopefully by the time I record again, I'll have her finished. We'll see. Okay. So the other thing that I have in progress that I'm actively working on now, finally, are my Blizzard socks by K.F. Jones of the Bakery Bears podcast. I actually cast these on Christmas Day, but I wanted to finish my Jemima socks before I continued working on these. So I started back on these actually this morning. Like I said, the pattern is by K.F. Jones, Brian Bear from Bakery Bears podcast. And I'm knitting this on 1.5, 2.5 millimeter needles. And these are my Chow Gu 9-inch circs. And the yarn is Gingerbread Striped Sock Yarn by Artistic Yarns by Abby. I've shown y'all this yarn before, but here's all I've gotten done. I only have to do 32 rounds for the trees, for the pattern on the leg. 2 16 row repeats. I think I'm on row 8. Yeah, I just started round 8. So I'd like to finish this in the next day or two, this 16 row repeat. But I'll show you what the yarn looks like in case you didn't see it before. Yeah, here it is, Gingerbread House. And I know this is a Christmas yarn, but I want to get these done. I'm excited about them. And then this is the pink contrast that came with it. I think there was another color you could choose as your contrast, but I like the pink. It goes nicely with the pink that's in here. So, and as you can see, that was the cast on the ribbed edging. So, I'm working on those, and hopefully I'll be through the first sock by the time I come back, maybe at least most of the way through the first sock. I think these are going to go faster than my last pair, and I'll explain why in a little bit. The only other thing that I have on the needles right now that is semi-active is my tricolor number 9 Christmas ball from 55 Christmas Balls to Knit by Arnie and Carlos. And I haven't made any progress since the last time I podcasted, so I'm not going to show you. But in case you're interested, let me grab the book. It's right here. In case you didn't see this last time, 55 Christmas Balls to Knit by Arnie and Carlos. This is the best book. I told y'all I had knit a bunch of ornaments over the holidays out of this. And I'm knitting number 9 right now, the tricolor. Let me see here. For some reason, it's kind of sticky. Ooh, I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Good grief, sorry. Here we go. Oops. This is, I'm knitting, I told y'all last time I'm knitting most of these out of acrylic. And I'm using Knit Picks Bravo Worsted in the Solstice Heather, which is a dark blue. And I love this yarn, Tropical Pink and Lime Green. So it's going to be hot pink, bright green, and then navy. I love navy with lime green and hot pink. I'm knitting that on a size 5, 3.75 millimeter, and I'm using my Knit Pro Zings, which I'm going to talk about later. I said last time I was going to review those for y'all, but I'm going to do it today. Okay, so what have I finished since the last time we talked? I have finished, let me pause real fast. Okay, back to another one bites the dust, my finished objects. The first thing I finished, I believe, since we last talked, was my Bluebird by Arnie and Carlos from the Field Guide to Knitted Birds. I've shown you this book several times before. I've knit several birds out of it, and I'm not through. I have a little bitty tree that I leave up year-round. At Christmas, I put pine cone covers over my lights, and, am I recording? Yes, okay, sorry. But it's a tiny little tree, and I leave it up in my house year-round, and sometimes I decorate it. I put things on it at Halloween, and anyway, I decided I'm going to start knitting birds to put on there year-round and keep little twinkle lights on it, because I love twinkle lights. So anyway, I knitted this one out of Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn print in the Sea Muse color. Excuse me, Poppy, stop. I used US 4 3.5 millimeter needles. And this is my bird. It's not super bright, but I do love the way the colors in this yarn pop a little bit. It's got some greens. Can you see the greens? And there's a tiny, let's see if you can see that, bit of purple in there. Anyway, this is a pretty yarn. And so I have this one, and then I have another one that y'all have seen before if you've watched that's already hanging on there. And I'm going to fill that tree, and I'm going to use bright yarns and all kinds of yarns. I'm just going to, and I'm going to do different kinds of birds. I'm going to do some with like embroidery on them, and just, anyway, I'm excited about that. I'm going to set these two over to the side now. Okay, sorry about that. The other thing I have finished, and I can't remember which ones now, because now I'm just making a little stack. I finished 2 more top-down preemie hats. Now this is a pattern by CC Allman, Java Pearl on Ravelry. It's a free pattern, and she has something like 6 sizes. And I think I told y'all last time that I don't make the 2 smallest sizes because the hospital that we donate these to does not keep babies that small. They send them to Texas Children's. I'll try to remember not to repeat that next time. Anyway, I don't remember which ones I've finished now. I think this is one of them. And I'm using Christmas yarn for all of these. I'm using the Hobby Lobby's I Love This Yarn metallic in the Christmas colorway. So this is one of them, and this is the smallest size I'm going to knit. I don't really have anything for comparison, but I think it's about 5 inches across this way, so about 10 inches around. That's really small, 10 or 11. But it also has a little give, so if the baby's head's a little bit bigger. I actually have 5 finished now. This one and this one. This one has the red. I did use the red Hobby Lobby metallic. This one I just finished off with the Christmas. And then these other 3, which are bigger, I finished off in the white metallic. Got this one. And it's funny, you know, the different sizes, you can see the pooling is different. I love pooling. Love pooling. So I've got this. The way this kind of zigzags over, this kind of pools down. This one has less pooling. Much less. Almost none, really, I think. Then there's the next size up, which has little blips of pooling. And then this biggest one, which is kind of like a diagonal of pooling. Anyway, super simple, and I told you I had started knitting in church, and so these are going really fast. I'm able to focus it, and I said that last time, so much better on the sermons. So anyway, those are the 5 that I've gotten done so far. I will be doing another one this Sunday, and anyway, so the other things that I have finished have been considerably smaller, except for one thing. I'll go ahead and show you the bigger thing. Now these I'm embarrassed about. The knitting is fine. Oh, I forgot to put my microphone back on. Sorry about that. I am all over the place. Okay, these are a hot mess. This is indicative, forgetting to put this back on is indicative of everything lately. So these are the Jemima socks by K.F. Jones, Bryony Bear of the Bakery Bears podcast. These were a set of patterns that she did based on Beatrix Potter. They went to visit Beatrix Potter's home last summer. And this was the first one she released, Jemima, for Jemima Puddle Duck. I knit these out of Brazen Stitchery Mezzo sock, which is 80% superwash merino and 20% bamboo. This is super soft yarn. And this is the Jelly Belly colorway, and then there was a blue mini skein. This is where my problem came in. For whatever reason, this was the first sock I knitted. So I did the blue cuff, and this is a top down, and a blue heel. But then when I got to the toe, I completely forgot to change. No problem. I'll mix it up on the next sock. Intentionally started off without doing the cuff. But I changed it to the heel. Okay, that's great. I like having the heel contrast because I can see what I'm doing when I'm working on my heel. And by the way, I use the French, no, not French kiss, Fish Lips Kiss heel. Oh, sorry. And then I was going to put back the contrast toe yarn. Completely forgot again. So I'm embarrassed. I really am embarrassed because these are just kind of all over the place. But I will say this. On this sock, and this was intentional. I did Kay's umbrella toe. Now, I haven't put these socks on yet, but I love the construction of this toe. Pops, shh, my little watchdog over there. I do wish I had done this in the contrast, if for no other reason than y'all can see, but it goes down to 8 stitches. So when I try this on and compare it to this one, which is what I usually do, I'll let you know what I think about it. Overall, I really like the way these socks turned out. The only problem for me, and this has nothing to do with Kay, has nothing to do with the pattern, because the pattern is amazing, the way it's written, but there's a lot of purling. I'm not going to talk about it because it's a paid-for pattern. It slows me down. I don't mind purling. Obviously, I don't mind knitting. But when I'm purling, especially like this, it tends to slow me down. But this is the pattern. It's a lovely pattern. And they're squishy, super squishy socks. They just took me forever to knit. But that's a personal problem. And I've been, for some reason, since the beginning of the year, I've really been on a kick of knitting little things like the bird and the things that I'm about to show you. So last year for St. Patrick's Day, I knit some teeny tiny things from Anna Harakovic of Teeny Tiny Mochi Land, and this is her teeny tiny mochis. Sorry, y'all. Last year I knit the tiny leprechaun, the tiny shamrock, and the tiny rainbow. Well, after the thing at Halloween, I put St. Patty's Day, I put them away in a safe place that I will never find again, apparently. So when I started to pull them out, I looked and looked, and I love St. Patty's Day because it's the day before my birthday. Plus, I just have always thought it was neat. But I could never find them, so I decided to just re-knit them because I enjoyed knitting them last year. And this year, she actually put out a pattern with all of them, but she also added a pot of gold. First, I'll show you the shamrock. And I made a little mistake. I think I added an extra row to one part of this. But here's my shamrock. You can see this one's a tiny bit bigger, but I'm not too worried about that. I did this last year and then again this year. I added a pin back so that I could wear this for St. Patty's Day. And I did. I wore it for several days leading up. That's a fun little knit. Very fun. I love her construction. Just a sec, I dropped it. I don't want my dog to get hold of it. But anyway, my shamrock, my 4-leaf clover, the only one I've ever had in my life. I can't find one to save my life. Last year I also knitted the little leprechaun. Well, I had to re-knit him as well, but I really, really enjoyed knitting him. Here he is. His little red hair, little beard. I did a comb over, you can see. Little sideburns. And I did his little pants out of brown and his little belt. I just really enjoyed this little knit. So much fun. And I did his little hat on a tilt. So this was fun. And I can do these in just a little while. Now, if you look at my Ravelry, it took me longer than it should have, especially the shamrock. But I had other things going on that interrupted me during that time, so it took me a few days from start to finish, but I didn't work on it much. And then I also knit, like I said, the little pot of gold. Oh, this was so easy, so much fun. And here it is. Look at his little green eyes. And there's the pot of gold. And she tells you how to make it look three-dimensional, like there's coins in there. So this was a lot of fun. I didn't redo the rainbow this year. I probably will, but I just didn't get it done. So there you go, my St. Patty's Day collection that I knit. And I'm going to put these out so that I don't lose them this year. And the only other thing that I knit I think I might save that and not talk about it in Another One Bites the Dust, because it goes along with something big I have to talk about. Okay, I told y'all last time that I was going to knit the Jessie's Girl cardigan by Elizabeth Smith for the Now That's What I Call Knitting Knit Along for the Bakery Bears podcast. I haven't cast on yet. I will probably cast on later today. You don't have to be finished. It ends the 31st. But I wanted to finish my Jemima socks first. And it took a while for the yarn to come in. So, here it is. This is from the Lemonade Shop. I haven't even opened it yet. I've had it for a week. And I wanted to open it with y'all. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is the Fan Pop colorway. Sorry about the crinkling. But you know what it means. It means there's some fun stuff to look at. Oh, this is a DK weight. And I had to get 4 skeins. Here's her little... Very cute. Are y'all ready for this? Are you ready? Are you sure? Oh my goodness. Look at all the colors. And yes, this is going to be a cardigan. And I don't care. Ooh. Ooh. These colors are right up my alley. Y'all, seriously, look at this. Oh, I need to cover everything in my life in this. So I ended up having to get 4 skeins. Look at that, how it skeins up. It's amazing. Y'all, seriously? I know this is loud, but I don't care. I'm not afraid of wearing color. Oh my goodness. Yay! Okay, I'm going to get these caked up today. And I'm going to cast on. I'm not going to do... Here's the thing. This cardigan was originally knit in sport weight. And this is DK, so it's a little heavier. I'm just going to cast on. And if it's the loose, it's not supposed to close in the front anyway. So it's fine with me if it's really roomy. Right now, I need roomy around my hiney. It's ridiculous. But I'm going to work on getting it back off. I'm kind of working on it, but I'm really been thinking about the last few days what I need to do to get my weight back off. So if this is a little big, even after I lose weight, that's fine. But y'all, seriously? Oh my goodness, I'm dying here. This is amazing yarn. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to be working on more preemie hats, more birds, more Christmas ornaments, and then I don't know if I've ever bought a kit before from Blueprint, which is Craftsy, as y'all may or may not know. But this was very inexpensive, and I've been wanting to knit a basket. I started crocheting when I told y'all about that last time, and it was a disaster. So this one is knitted. This is the Entangled Basket Knitting Kit by Deja Jamir, I'm not sure. But here's the basket. Isn't that amazing? I love the little handles. I love the cables on the corner. Oh my goodness, beautiful. And they had several colors to choose from, but I'm going to go with blue almost every time anyway. So here it is. Look at the blue. It's actually a little deeper than what it's showing up here on the camera. This is Sprightly Yarns acrylic, super bulky in the royal blue colorway. Yeah, like this, sorry. Royal blue colorway. It's a 6. Super bulky. So I'm not exactly sure when I'm going to cast this on, but sooner than later, I'm sure. Yay! Y'all, this is such exciting, amazing stuff. I love my knitting life. This is going to be a shorter episode than last time. I'm sure y'all are relieved about that. So, let's get on to We Are Family. I'm going to talk a little bit about what's coming up. I'm not going to go past June, but we've got 3 fiber festivals coming up. One is coming up in just a couple of weeks. It's the DFW Fiber Fest. It's April 4th through the 7th. We're going to be there on the 6th and 7th. Now, one thing I'm trying to find out about is the podcaster meetup. I really want to be part of a podcaster's meetup. I don't know if this is by invitation only. I don't know if you can just go and show up and do it. I have a friend from there, and I'm going to talk to her and see what she says about it, but I'm hoping that I can go. Going with the girls from the group, which is very exciting. And I was watching the Grocery Girls podcast the other day, and they are going to be there, y'all. They're going to be at DFW. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to meet them. I warned them. The crazy redhead running at them is me, not to be afraid. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. So I'm going to fix up a little goodie bag for each of them and hopefully get some pictures. I'm so excited to meet Tracy and Jody. So anyway, I'll be talking to y'all about that. After that, on May 3rd and 4th, we've got the Yellow Rose Fiber Festival. Kim will be vending at that. And so we'll be there. That's a Friday and Saturday show. And then in June 21st through the 23rd, we've got the Houston Fiber Fest. That's a Friday through Sunday show. So if y'all are going to be in the area for any of those, please stop by and say hi. We're super excited. We've got a lot coming up this year. A couple of trunk shows, some more fiber festivals to go to. So I'll let y'all know what's coming up, but I just want to give you those 3 because those are the next 3 we've got. Now, Kim is not vending at DFW, but she is at Yellow Rose and Houston. So, but I'll be there for all 3. I wanted to show y'all some of the yarns that I've gotten the last several months. Hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. I've gotten a lot of yarns. I don't know how much I want to talk about with y'all without driving you crazy. I'll quickly go over some of these. One thing I'm not going to show you, but I'm going to tell you about, is the girls in my group and I did I'll think of it in a minute. An advent calendar. There it is. And we all did. We got however many were wanting to do it. And then we made up a mini skein for every person. And I think that ended up being like 17 days or 18, something like that. Some people did like a little extra thing, which was really neat. And I'm not going to go through and show you all of those. But here's my little bag. But I also got an advent calendar from Brazen Stitchery. Here's one of the skeins that I got from them. Oh, isn't that amazing? These are actually 10 grams, I think. This is their Waltzing Stitchery colorway. Oh, so pretty. Here's another one from them. This is their Kimmy Gibbler. Anyway, there were some really beautiful. This is their Punky Sister. And then some of the others in here. You know what? This might all be Brazen Stitchery. No, it's not. A lot of it is, though. Anyway, so I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with this. Something. I need to do something. And Annette, one of the friends that I've talked to y'all about a lot, made these little bags for us. She has a Cricut, and she made these for us. This was her little extra gift. Knitting is my cardio. I wish. Okay. Another one of the girls, as her little extra, where did it go? Made us these little triangle bags. Look at that. Isn't that the cutest thing? Has a little zipper in it. I want to learn to make these. Maybe bigger. Maybe big enough to do like socks in. But this is perfect. I haven't put anything in it yet because I wanted to show y'all. This is perfect for notions. So cute. I love it. And then another girl in the group made us these little bags, and she had all this extra fabric, so she asked me if I wanted Christmas. So I did, and this is the one I got. Isn't it adorable? Look at this. Ooh, this is from the group. I love that. Okay, I'm not going to keep. This one also came with a couple of stitch markers too. Okay, I promised I wasn't going to talk about all that with y'all. Sorry. It's hard not to talk about all your yarn. I keep dropping stuff. And I don't want my puppy to chew it up. Okay. I've gotten a few things from fiber festivals, so I'll talk to y'all about those. One thing is I got this from Kim. I love this little bag. Oops. Can't we all just knit along? I love, love, love this bag. It's great. So I'm going somewhere this week, and I might just take this one because there's a restriction on your bag size. So this might be my bag that I go with. Okay. So I may not even be able to tell you where I got all of these, what show I was at or whatever. But I'm going to quickly go through these with you. Just super quickly, I promise. Oh yeah, where'd that go? One of them is from Kim. I bought this at the East Texas Fiber Fest. This was rocking around the Christmas tree. And obviously, I didn't cast it on. And how many pairs of Christmas socks does one person need? Well, I could wear them year-round because I like having Christmas with me all the time. So, yeah, this one is amazing. I can't wait to knit with this. I might do like toe and cuff with this and heel on one and then reverse it on the other. Anyway, this was her show special for that particular show. I have a friend, Rainey, and she is actually doing a different thing now, and I'm sorry, but I can't remember what she's changed the name of her company to. But I bought this one from her. This was when she was Hughes. I think they've split into two companies now. Look at this amazing, so pretty. I just couldn't resist the deep blues and the deep reds. And then this little pop of gray in here. It smells so good. Then I got this from Kim. These are beautiful. This is Eat Your Eggplant. Look how sparkly that is, y'all. It's a little darker than what it's showing up here, but this is amazing. It's got a lot of depth of color to it as well. And then this is Butterfly Kisses. I think these two would go really, really well together. Like in a shawl. So beautiful. Okay, I told you I was going to hurry. I think this is the one that I got at our knitting Christmas party. This is by Ancient Arts Yarns. And this is the cross stitch sampler colorway. Such a pretty colorway. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. This is 100% superwash BFL. So this is definitely not going to be socks. I don't do 100% wool on socks, period. Oh yes, Teeny Button Studio. I got this at Fiber Fun in the SIP when Kim and I went and she took the class. And this is the Owlry colorway. I plan to knit one of the socks from the KF Jones collection of socks from her Beatrix Potter sock collection. I thought this was really, really pretty. Really pretty. I think this would make a beautiful, soft sock. I think it would just be great with that. What else did I get? Oh, yes. Bayou City Yarn Company. She's actually from Houston. And this is her Jazz Sock Base, which is a 75 merino, 20% nylon, and 5% lurex. And this is in her Magnolia colorway. Isn't that beautiful? Oh, look at that right there. It's like a mint. And then there's some poppy burgundy right there. Yep. This will be beautiful. Probably socks as well. Let's see. This one, I don't have the label for, and I can't find it. And it's been laying right up here. So I'm not sure. I'm embarrassed to say that I don't know. But here it is. Look at those colors. How could I lose the ball band? That's ridiculous. And look at that little teeny pop, like a yellowish green right there. Sometimes dyers will say, oh, I made a mistake right there. And I'm like, nope, I'm going to see that and I'm going to love it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. This is from Savvy Skeins. Allie. This is a DK. I got this for a shawl pattern. I need to write these things down because then I get all excited about them. And then I come home and I forget. This is her Optimum DK in her denim colorway. Y'all look at this. Pops. Shh. It's okay. Isn't that awesome? Denim is always my favorite thing. Just one second. Let me pause. Pretty girl. She's very upset because the neighbors have the audacity to get in and out of their cars and do things outside, and she thinks that they're coming to hurt us. This is my Pops. She's been groomed since the last time I podcasted. I didn't want to show her last time because she looked so pitiful. But my friend Michelle does a great job. It's been a few weeks and she still looks amazing. But she'll be going back here in a few more weeks, and we're working on I say we, I don't do anything but take her, but Michelle's working on a neat little Japanese grooming. That's going to be so cute when we get everything kind of straightened out. But this is my sweet dog. I love her so much. Okay, Pops, go play. Go play. Oh, yeah, there was a new girl at East Texas this year, Potion Yarns. I believe she's from Oklahoma. I think that's where she said she was from. Maybe even further away. But anyway, this is another DK. This is to go with this. And this is the As You Wish colorway. Look at that, y'all. Isn't that beautiful? Pinks and purples and speckles. I love this. Love it. I think, yes. I also got this one from Allie of Savvy Skeins. And this is her Platinum. This is her Optimum DK again. And this is 100% superwash. As is this. But these three together, won't those make a beautiful shawl? I'm going to go back and find out what the shawl pattern was and maybe knit it pretty soon. Right now, I'm going to have to give up on my Jessie's Girl colorway because I just need to find the perfect shawl for that, and I haven't found it yet. Wish colorway is an 80 superwash merino, 10% cashmere, and 10% nylon. This is a total of like 560, 760, 791 yards. So I'm going to go back and find the pattern I bought for this. Oh, you know what? I remember now. This was one of Jody's shawl patterns from the Grocery Girls. I need to go back and find that. Anyway, yes, I need to get this cast on very soon. I love this. I promised y'all I wasn't going to take too long. I got this. I ordered this from Mustache. I couldn't pass it up. This is 100% Irish in her perfect self-striping sock, which means they're identical. It's two skeins that make matching socks, in case you didn't already know that. And this is a 75-25. Look at these greens. 100% Irish. I didn't knit it up, obviously, this year for St. Patrick's Day, but honestly, I might find a really cute, more Irish, like a, ooh. Never mind. Something just popped into my head. Okay. Anyway, I love this. Love it. At East Texas, there was a girl named Moon Tower. Moon Tower Dye Works, that's not her name. Moon Tower Dye Works is her company. She's from Texas. And this is her Triton sock, which is a 75-25. And I had to get it. It's called Thundering Unicorn Hooves. Seriously, y'all, look at these colors. Look at the turquoise right here. And the pinks and the purples and the blues. Oh my word, this is so my yarn. Look at this blue right there. Can you see that? Look at that. Look at it. Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Anyway, I've got to find something. This really probably does not need to be on my feet. I probably need to find a pattern, a shawl pattern or a cowl pattern or something to knit with this. Amazing. Y'all, I have the best yarn. Don't I have the best yarn? I'm so blessed to have all this amazing yarn. And then when we were at Fiber Fun in the SIP, I found a dyer. You know what? Let me grab this real fast. She's originally from California, but they moved to Tennessee, I believe she and her husband did, to be around family. And she dyes a lot of Harry Potter colorways. She also has some that have to do with like your job, your career. And let me unhook just for a sec. She's Forbidden Fiber Company. And I came across her yarn at a yarn shop, the Modern Skein. And I wasn't going to buy any yarn that day. And then when I saw this, everything about it just made me need to have this yarn in my life. Again, this is the Forbidden Fiber Company. This is in her Heirloom Pumpkin colorway. I got this several months ago. This is a 70-20, 10% stellina. And this is her Pride base. It's kind of hard to see. It's got a lot of blue in it, but it's also very green. It's darker than this, but isn't this just beautiful? Look at these colors. This, I'm pretty sure, is going to be a shawl or something that I'm going to wear up close to my face instead of on my feet, because I got 2 skeins of it, and it's too pretty to put on my feet. So she was at Fiber Fun in the SIP. And she, like I said, she has a lot of Harry Potter colorways. And I'm a Hufflepuff, but wow, I could not pass up her House of Slytherin colorway. This is, again, her Pride base. Look at this. It's a 70-20-10 again. Isn't this just amazing? I think this gray has kind of a purpley or bluish undertone. It's fabulous. Fabulous. The sparkle, of course, gets me every time. But I got another one from her that's not sparkly. It's an 80-20. This is her Horcrux colorway. Look. Purples and blues. Navy blue and then kind of a denim-y blue and then a more of a pink or lilac and a lilac. This is just amazing. Amazing. Horcrux. So, Forbidden Fiber Company, look her up. She has some fantastic colorways. And I also got this from Brazen Stitcher. I can't think what show we were at. And I'd actually been wanting this for a while. And this was the Purple Rain colorway. Fantastic. Now the socks, the Jelly Belly socks, I actually bought this colorway at Fiber Fun in the SIP. And I actually caked it up there and cast on. But this is called Purple Rain, I believe. Yes, I think I said that. And this knits up in it's 2 skeins. And they have the same colors, but one of them has a thicker purple stripe, and then the other one has a thinner purple stripe with the speckled as the wider stripe. Isn't that beautiful? Anyway, so yeah, looking at my yarn makes me so excited. But I've also bought some Arnie and Carlos Schockenmeyer Regia Perfect Kids colorways. They have these adorable bears, and I thought I might knit some teddy bears out of these or something. Very, very cute. And I got some more. Where did I put those? Oh, right in front of me. I thought I'd gotten some more Arnie and Carlos. But what I did get is some West Yorkshire spinners. I've heard people on podcasts talking about this is a British yarn company. And this is their signature 4-ply in the... Shoot. Doesn't have the colorway name. Nope. Anyway, this is 75-25, and 35% of the wool is BFL. I've never knit with BFL before, I don't believe. This would make a really good Christmas sock. And I got this green as the contrast for the toe, heel, and cuff. You could get them together. And this is Truly Wool Rich 4-ply. It's a 50-gram skein, and it's 75 pure new superwash wool and 25% polyamide, which is nylon. And this is the holly colorway. Isn't that beautiful? It's a little greener and not so much blue. It's got blue undertones, but this makes it look more blue in the camera. But I ordered these from Daramore's. I also got, this is another West Yorkshire Spinners. Again, it doesn't have the colorway on it, which makes me sick. When I ordered them, the colorway was on the website. I got this one. This is another West Yorkshire Spinners. I think a lot of these have bird names. And this one is Truly Wool Rich. Which is like this one. And this is the... they don't have a colorway name on this one. It doesn't appear. Nope. But it's more of like a rainbowy. And all of these have such a... they feel like they would really hold up well to a lot of wear and tear. Right now I have them in this little basket I bought from Target at Christmas. And they had metallic gold and metallic silver. A bucket, not really a basket, but look at this little bucket. See how sparkly it is? I paid a lot for this. I think I paid $3. Anyway, this is great for storing some yarn in and keeping it out. I'm keeping it over here in my sewing machine cabinet. I think that's all of that I wanted to talk about. Sorry about that. I'm taking longer than I intended. I did want to talk about a couple of books real fast. Okay, sorry about that. Y'all know that I'm obsessed with Arnie and Carlos. And I recently got another one of their books. And I still have some more I haven't talked to y'all about that I have down here that I'm going to save for another day. But they had this knitting Scandinavian style, which I really haven't looked through, to be perfectly honest. I've been trying to get some other things knit. But this is socks, sweaters, mittens, hats, pillows, blankets, and more in the Scandinavian style. Will I ever knit a sweater like this? I don't know. I'd have to get very thin to do that. But look, they have these coasters. How cute would that be at Christmas? Do them in red and green or whatever colors. Yes, here's another coasters with hearts. Trying to not show the chart. They have a pot holder here. And they show you how to do double knitting. Why do I always do this? I never mark in my books what I'm going to do. Let's see. Oh, here's a dog sweater, y'all. That is adorable. I don't know if Poppy would wear one, but if she did, I don't think I'd want to do like longer sleeves. I'd want it to come really close. But that one's really, really cute. Oh, Christmas tree skirt. But it doesn't go around the tree. So I might knit that for a tabletop or something. Sweater with hearts. Let's see. Oh, Christmas stockings. Just all kinds of really, really cute Scandinavian style. You know what? That might be real stockings. Nope. Unless you have a 20-inch foot. That is not. A tea cozy. So I think, you know, if you wanted to try to get into some of this type of knitting, these smaller projects like the tea cozy or a pillow would be a great way to get started. Is this a hat? Yes, this is a hat that's a doubled hat. I'll show you what it looks like. When it's, you can flip it around too. Really, really cute. Anyway, I'm always fascinated by their design sensibilities. Just amazing. Oh, even this little necklace, which is just a knitted necklace. But how cute would that be to save some of your favorite sock yarn leftovers? Maybe it would be not have enough for a blanket square if that's what you're doing. Or have some left over after your blanket squares and just want to do that. Wrist warmers, just all kinds of really, really cute things. But I highly recommend their podcast. They do all kinds of tutorial type things. And you can just learn a lot from them. Plus, just looking at where they knit. Oh, yeah, where they live is amazing. Here's the teddy bear. Cute, cute, cute. And you can use their sock yarn. That one, I think, though, might actually be Scandinavian knitting and not just the pattern on the socks. But they do have a teddy bear pattern. Here's another book that they just recently did for Rowan. And this is A New Nordic by Arnie and Carlos. This one has the hat that you saw on the front. Has schematics, which are great. They're always great. It has, let's see here. A headband, which is not something I would wear. Because of my hair, it wouldn't work with my hair. That's really cute, though. This cowl, though. This cowl is amazing. Let's see. Oh, and there's some gloves. A cardigan. This cardigan is great. Look how beautiful that is. You can pick your colors and just go with it. And the last book that I wanted to show y'all is this little crochet amigurumi book that I couldn't pass up. It's called Unicorns, Dragons, and More. It's a fantasy amigurumi book. And I'm not going to go through it and show you everything because I am really running a lot longer than I planned. But here are some of the little amigurumi that are in it. There's a little unicorn, the dragon, that little phoenix right there. I believe that's a little... There's a mermaid. So many cute little patterns. Oh, Nessie. Anyway. Okay. Oh, y'all, I did not mean to take this long. I'm so sorry. Let's see. I have 2 or 3 things that I want to talk about real fast. We've had 2 birthdays since I last recorded. My older son turned 28. We had a party for him. My parents came. We went to a restaurant. A bunch of his friends came, his girlfriend's mom. Her dad couldn't come because he was working. And her sister and brother-in-law came. And so our families got to meet, which was just really great. It was really, really nice to meet. I'd already met them, but it was nice for my parents to meet them and for everybody to kind of just meet up for the first time. Their relationship is going great. I shouldn't probably be saying that on my podcast, but I'm excited because I think that this is a really good matchup. Anyway, his birthday party was great, and we had a lot of fun that night. I had my birthday earlier this week on Monday, and my younger son and my husband spent the day with me, and we just went out. We went to this amazing burger place called Christian's in Houston. It's one of the best burgers, always voted one of the best burgers, and they really are amazing. We went there. We went to IKEA, and I got this, you can't really see it, but I got this chair for my new desk. It's a rolling chair, super comfy. I can sit there and write my podcast show notes. I can work in my planner. I can draw and just enjoy do some Bible study there. What else did we do? We went to the mall. I looked at some clothes, but I just didn't feel like, I felt kind of rushed because we were going to the movie, so I didn't get anything. We went to the candy store, to Lolly and Pops, and then we went to see Captain Marvel. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to talk about it, but it's fabulous. I love her. She's great. Anyway, so my husband was wanting to get me a car. I'd needed a car for quite a while now, and I found one the night before my birthday, and we found out that night that I was going to get it. I didn't get it till yesterday, but she's a new Kia. Yeah, let me pull up the picture. She's a new Kia Sorento. She's not new, but she's new to me, but she hardly has any miles on her. She's brown and sparkly, and I named her Sarah Jane II because my other Sorento that I only had for 6 months was named Sarah Jane, and I wanted to keep using the name. Oh, hang on one sec. And I knitted yesterday morning before we went and picked her up. I knitted a little unicorn to hang from my rearview mirror. This is a Mochi Mochi Land unicorn. I knitted her out of this pink sparkly yarn. It's the I Love This Yarn Metallic. And then I used this little silver, I can't remember what that is, for the horn. And then I used my Wonder Woman sock yarn for her mane and tail. It's just a silly little thing. It makes me happy. But, here we go. I put up some pictures of her. Sorry. Here we go. And on Sunday night, while I'm looking for the pictures, on Sunday night, my husband and I, after church, got to go to a Rockets game. That was so much fun. I haven't been to one since I was 6 months pregnant with my younger son, and my older son was almost 3, but not quite. And my older son was scared to death. We had very high nosebleed seats that time, and he was so scared of the heights and the loud noise. Now he loves metal. He loves going to metal concerts. So all that changed, but I had to peel him off of me to be able to just to go to the restroom during the game. A lot has changed since then, but it did traumatize him, I'm afraid, because he still remembers it. Anyway, here are pictures of my car. Let's see if I can get it to turn. Nope. I bumped the TV mode button. Let me pause. Okay, here she is. This is Sarah Jane. Sorry. Oh, here's an up close of the metallic paint. How sparkly is that? And I've always loved brown cars. I know that's weird because I love color, but the grill is this awesome 3D. Oh, I love it. And here are my husband and my younger son. They got up early, and anyway, we all went down there and got her, and I'm so excited. I made a playlist, and here's my unicorn hanging in my rearview mirror. Anyway, what else was I going to tell y'all? I guess that's really all I'm going to talk about today. I'll have, of course, other things to talk about next time. But I've rambled and rambled this time, and I didn't mean to. I really intended to be a lot shorter. I was going to talk about my Knit Pro Zings, which I haven't done yet, but I'll talk about it next time. So until next time, knit on.